Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. It's all about the US and the sharp weakening of the greenback. It is now at its lowest level since early 2022. And a key part of the reason is worries about the Trump attack on the Fed's independence. Meanwhile, US initial jobless claims have stayed elevated, although they fell from the prior week to 227,000, which is marginally above the same week a year ago. There are now 1.87 million people on these benefits, 124,000 more than the 1.75 million a year ago. US first quarter PCE inflation was revised higher overnight to 3.7% in updated data, and that is up from 2.4% in the fourth quarter. Early impacts of tariff taxes are starting to show through here. Real consumer spending was revised down to just 0.5% growth from the initial estimate of 1.2%, and well below the fourth quarter's rise of 4%. These revisions don't paint a very good picture about how American consumers fared in early 2025. Final GDP retreated 0.5% in the quarter, the first decline in 3 years. But there was a good rise in durable goods orders in May, up 17.5% from the same month a year ago. But non-defence capital goods orders rose only 2.4%, less than inflation, suggesting boardrooms remain hesitant and see the tariff-related order rush as nothing more than temporary. Certainly, the Chicago Fed's National Activity Index doesn't point to any upturn, nor does the latest regional Fed survey, this one from the Kansas City Fed. Elsewhere in Singapore, industrial production slipped in May to be only 3.9% higher than year-ago levels. In April, the gain was 5.6%, so a clear easing, even if it wasn't as much as was anticipated. More generally, we need to be careful talking about commodity prices when the US dollar is on the downslide. Almost everything is quoted in US dollars, so rising prices now largely reflect that depreciation. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.25% and down 4 basis points from yesterday. The price of gold will start today at $3,334 an ounce, up $12 from yesterday. And American oil prices are unchanged at just on $65.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is still just on $68 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now just on 60.7 US cents, up 40 basis points from yesterday, and that's an 8-month high. However, against the Aussie, we're down 20 basis points at 92.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're unchanged at 51.8 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts today at 68.1 and 10 basis points firmer than yesterday. You get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.